Morning of day 5, and there's a chopper flying through. Maybe looking for forest fires, I don't know. I meant day 5 there, not days. I meant day 6, not day 5. Whenever I hear a helicopter, I'm worried that my mom got worried sick and called in a rescue chopper. But she should be used to it by now, and she hasn't done that. Although one time I was paddling in Rondo Bay off of Lake Erie, and I went out early in the morning. It was early season, so the water was pretty cold, and I guess this lady saw me go out, and it was nearly dark, and she noticed I hadn't come back, so she called the police, and they were circling the campground looking for me. And then they found me just in time before they called in an American military helicopter. It's ridiculous, so unnecessary, but someone, I guess, died in a similar fashion not too long ago, so they can't take any risks now. But yeah. Here are a bunch of mosquitoes in the tent here, well, in the mesh. And what I do is I just sweep them with my hand and squish them between the fly and the mesh, and I've killed hundreds of them this trip alone using that method. And then when I get out of the tent, I don't get swarmed. It's kind of nice and limits the local population a little bit. Every little bit helps. I'm so itchy, and I'm just going to be itchy here in the tent probably most of today. It's supposed to rain, as it is right now. And I really want to fish and eat a fish, because I didn't do that yesterday and I need the protein still. But we'll have to see if the weather cooperates. Tomorrow morning I'll plan to head out. Just took a cast from shore, a few casts, and hooked into what felt like a pretty good fish. It's not that big of a walleye, but it is blue. It's incredibly blue on its back, on its top half. Oh, there goes the hook. That is so cool. I've heard of these blue walleye, but I've never seen one. Huh. And I'm tempted to eat it, but it's been rainy all morning, and I don't know. I don't really feel like getting wet, because my other clothes are all damp still from laundering them yesterday. I think I'll let this guy go. Look at those colors, it's so unique. Huh. Okay. Inside my food bag, I discovered a stowaway, which is a bag of chocolate chips, which were from the last trip to make pancakes. And they've melted thoroughly and hardened into a milk chocolate rock, which is still delicious. You should bite it, not with your front teeth if you want to keep them, but we'll be back to you. And you've got a delicious rock hard snack. There goes the chopper again. Woke me up from a nap. It's weird. That's around where all the boats are. Maybe there's a helipad there. I don't know. Hope he's not looking for me. It's past 3 o'clock now, and still raining. It's rained almost the entire time so far today. I got a few casts in, and you know, I've been able to go to the washroom and such when there's a brief break, but not much, but at least I'm resting. I need it. Speaking of bathroom, there's something going on with my stomach, and I'm getting a little worried about the toilet paper supply. But I'm supposed to go up to the north end. Right now I'm here on Steel Lake, and I'm supposed to go to the north end and camp there. and then spend tomorrow night and the following night there. So that'll be 8 days after that point. And I figure I can probably get back down the river portion in 4 days, maybe 5, if I can't cross Santoy right away. Because Santoy can be really wavy, as I found out, and as my guidebook indicated. So if conditions are really bad, I might have to wait it out there. But yeah, I might shorten the trip to 12 days if I can, rather than the 14 that I planned on. And really, the trip can be done in 8 days, but by soloists, that would be pretty tough. And if you want to linger in the lake section and fish, which I do, that's tough, so we'll see. It's a little past 6, and finally stopped raining for once, for a bit at least, for now. And I'm not feeling very well. My stomach doesn't feel right, and my lower back is killing me just from exertion. But I feel like I need protein, and so I'm gonna go fishing and try and get something quickly. Yeah, the thought of a rice or noodle side dish with all the salt in it right now just doesn't feel like it would help at all. So I'm gonna try and get a fish. And if it starts raining, I have to come in right away because all of my my clothing is up there drying, or well, not drying because of all the rain. I left it out last night and hoped that it would dry. It would have time to dry, but it didn't. So yeah, I have to stay dry. There's a little bird there, and it flew into the water. It almost seemed intentional, but I think it's a baby bird that's trying to fly, and now it's trying to swim, and maybe it's struggling, so I'm going to go help it. Look at this poor little thing. He was about to drown. I thought it seemed weird for a little bird to be swimming. I'm going to take him back to the shore on the left where he came from, and hopefully he can return to his nest, or I don't know. But glad I checked it out. Oh, poor guy. I think he's trying to call out, but he can't. He's probably exhausted. So I put him here on some moss on the shore he came from. And hopefully he can recuperate there. And then there's even a little rock house for him if he needs to get out of the rain or something, and he can crawl over there. He can move, he's just exhausted right now, so I hope he'll be okay. There's nothing more I can do for him right now. Well, karma rewarded me, I guess, with a good eating size pike. Perfect for the pan. Needed that. And now I just hope it holds off raining for an hour while I clean, heat the oil. We'll get the fire going first, cook it, eat it, and clean dishes. Usually takes about an hour, so it's not quick, but needs to be done right now. Okay, I already snuck a couple of bites, but here's how it looks. So needed. I feel so much better instantly. Oh, so good. Wow. Just got Tex-Mex seasoning on it, with a bit of oil. I love it. Oh. Did rain a little bit right after I finished cleaning the fish, but not too bad, so I'm happy about that. That's awesome. Well, it started to rain again, but I got everything done except for the dishes. I'm pretty sure they'll be there waiting for me when I get back, so that's fine. Pretty weird situation to save one animal's life and then take another. That's kind of odd, but grateful for it. And I'll go check on the little bird later. Hopefully he's okay. FTL, that's what I'm calling him. Failure to launch. I just saw him launch from the shore, probably the first time he ever tried to fly. And he went into the water, kind of gracefully, as though it was almost intentional. And then he was kind of swimming around, and I was like, I've never seen that in a small bird before. I just thought it was trying to do its thing, but no, it became clear that it was drowning. So that was nice. Anyway, cheers to protein. My body sure needs it. I feel so much better. There are some pretty incredible grooves in the rock on this campsite. I don't know what kind of pressures from glaciers, I presume, could have caused this, but it's pretty amazing. Crisscrossing pattern of it. I don't know. Can't imagine glaciers doing that, but I guess they did. And we're approaching sunset. It's 9:30. The sun may have just set. I can't see from this campsite. And given the fact that I can see light on the tips of the trees there, I'm feeling that tomorrow's forecast of sun should be accurate. And the forecasts are getting less and less accurate, I have to presume, now that they're almost a week old. And I will only have a forecast for a limited amount of time longer, and then I'm just going into each day blind, which is a big challenge. And there's I don't think the camera will pick it up, but there's a faint rainbow there. So a nice conclusion overall to a crummy day. Gonna try a little walleye fishing from shore here. Got into that blue one earlier, which is quite fitting because I'm on Steel Lake, blue steel. So see if I can get anything else before I hit the hay. Got into a decent walleye, as expected. Yeah, that's nice. Probably 4, maybe even 5 pounds. Let's see if I can gill it gently here. Oh, hook's out, that's good. Yeah, it's a nice fish. That's 4 pounds. Anyway, I'm full, so you're going free today, buddy. Yeah, he's good to go. Cool. Got that one, like so many others. Oh, the bugs. The bugs. Got it on a Palto swim bait, different one this time, but same old story. On a Freedom jig head with a wide gap hook. Love it. That's about as pink of a sunset as they come. Holy cow. That is just pink. Yeah, the bugs. It's so hard to film with the bugs. Wow, what a sunset. And I can't even see it fully from here, but even this view isn't bad at all. Lovely. And that rainbow is a little more visible now too. and kind of disappears in the sky and then recontinues over there. Lovely. Boom. On fire. Holy cow.